So, a lot of you may know, I have been playing the Resident Evil series recently. And wouldn't you know it, a new Resident Evil movie is coming out, Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. The trailer dropped today. Or they told us it was going to. But they didn't tell us. There are going to be two trailers. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to take a look at those. I've seen partial bits of this one. We'll throw it like up. And so we'll take a look and give us our thoughts on how they're representing the games, if they look good, that sort of thing. I'm sort of a horror movie enthusiast. That's why we're playing the Resident Evil games during October. So let's take a look at it. Actually, you know what? Sure that... something so you guys can hear. Okay. You guys should be able to hear. Sorry about that.
Come on.
Hey, Mushcraft! Dr. Learn Meth, let's watch this trailer. I'm excited.
Every story has a beginning.
It's a secret stream.
Of evil.
Why are you back here, Claire?
Actually, can we rewind for a second?
Why are you back here, Claire?
Sony Screen Gems, okay. It's Screen Gems is just Sony. Constantine Film, never heard of them.
Why are you back here, Claire? Your conspiracies weren't
I'll look
true
that
when
up
we were
later.
kids. They're not true now.
It has Robbie Amell in it, who I love. And I know that actress, I just forget where.
I'm afraid, Claire. I'm afraid of what they're gonna do to this town. See, Umbrella, they have an incident. I'm talking Chernobyl, if you know what I mean.
Oh shit, it's Lisa. That's from RE2.
You gotta help us, Claire. Let the world know what's really going on.
I love that guy, he's from Gotham. He's amazing.
We have to contain this.
Shall we go?
There's a lot of cool little things. We'll watch it again. I'll point out what I see. Oh, that's awesome.
What were Umbrella doing here?
This is where they're experimenting on him.
We should split up.
Some Scooby-Doo bullshit.
What the?
We gotta get out of here.
We're gonna take Umbrella down.
November 24th. Circle your calendars. Alright. So first thoughts on that trailer. That's the trailer I'd seen. Before. Or mostly seen before. It's clearly Resident Evil 1 and 2, at least, combined. Maybe it'll go into 3. But it's definitely the Raccoon City and Ashford Mountain incidents. Set pieces are the very first thing I noticed. They look unbelievably game accurate. You can go back and I'll point some things out, but like, oh, that just happened to do this. This looks, first of all, the outside of RPD looks exactly like it does in the game. Now, in the game, there's like a lot more fire and cars and zombies out here and stuff. But like, just this image, you see it, and it instantly, you're like, that's RE2. So this is awesome. And then even inside, like, that's gorgeous. This looks like it's inside the orphanage, right? You can see like the children's blackboard and stuff like that. Let's try to find some. It looks like it's maybe Chris's house, which that's movie based. Right, this is Claire and Chris talking to each other. This kind of looks like, so we're to go back to that where she was picking up the shotgun. It looks like the item box, and like a safe room. You even see the ammo in the background. Look at, you want to see detail? Look at the background. That is the shotgun shell and the handgun from the game, right? That is attention to detail. That's crazy. First aid spray looks like. Where's the typewriter? It's off screen. I guarantee you there's a typewriter shot somewhere, because the major thing I'm getting, this looks like William Birkin, and I love this actor, obviously. Probably Sherry, but could just be a random girl. This is the coolest thing that I saw. I actually hit my mouth because I was like laughing. This is from Code Veronica. This is the test done on the Ashford kids. Awesome little touch. I haven't played Code Veronica, but I watched playthroughs of it. It's fun for the story. I don't know who this is. This could be an interesting little thing. So this is inside the mansion somewhere. It looks really good. Like, they even have the vases and things set up. That I hope they smash it somewhere and like find something. But here's the shot. So this is the when they're entering the mansion. Look how good the mansion looks. Like, look at that. You see it and you go, that's the Ashford mansion. Or the Spencer mansion, excuse me. Like, you go back around here, endgame. Go to the right, there's the room of the statue. The dining hall. So the set piece is 10 out of 10. This, right from RE1. Let's take a look at the zombie. It's a little eh. That was my first impressions. So the zombie looks Prometheus-y. That looks like a practical effect, which I appreciate. Tough to say on the blood. It looks like it may be a combination of CG and practical effects. But this, I feel like, could have been more graphic. Like, it scares me that they might go for like a PG-13 rating or something like that. But I saw other zombies that I thought were cool looking. Where zombie dog, right? That's right over here.
We're gonna take.
See, like, that's awesome. Zombie looks awesome. This must be Leon. He's wearing all. By the way, there's a scene where you'll watch it again, and I'll just go through all the things that I noticed the first time through. So Claire riding her motorcycle with the red jacket that Chris gave her. Awesome. Hunk. Amazing.
Discover the origin of evil.
Why are you back here, Claire?
No one's screaming Leon yet. That's coming. Resident Evil 4.
We need to expose Umbrella. Watch this.
I'm afraid.
This is. We didn't do this in my playthroughs of the game, but this is probably that reporter guy
I'm afraid of what they're
who
gonna do
you
to this town.
try to save, kinda.
See, Umbrella, they had an incident. I'm talking Chernobyl, if you know what I mean.
I think that's
People are
Wesker.
getting sick.
He looks awesome. Truck driver.
You gotta help us, Claire. Let the world know what's really going on.
I like that they're making it seem like Claire's like this crazy, the dogs. It looks a little fake, but that's okay. I mean, dogs are hard to do. But Claire looks like this crazy, what do you call it? Conspiracy theory. So, Claire handing Leon his famous RPD bulletproof vest thing, that to me is... This is like money. With the actual handgun, that looks like the revolver, the shotgun, the handgun ammo. Amazing. The outside of the mansion, look at that. Really well done. Birkin with Sherry, really good. The red filter on the slideshow.
What were Umbrella doing here?
This is where they're experimenting on him.
We should split up.
I love the because it's right from the game. We should split up, but like, it's so far from reality. It's the helicopter crash from RE2. I assume.
What the?
Kind of looked like it was in the mansion. Itchy tasty. Pretty good. This looks cool. It does look like it's more horror based. Okay, there's a good shot of the dog. Looks like Claire gives him the business. So with the eyes, got to imagine this is Birkin, right? That's the G virus. The liquor, awesome. Look at that. It proves that the movie does have some good CGI. This is good looking. So overall, my thoughts are actually, when I heard that this was a new Resident Evil movie coming out, I didn't have high hopes. After watching the trailer and like seeing that it was Resident Evil 1 and 2, it's a little weird, right? That they're combining those time frames because they actually take place months apart in the game. But it looks like it's doing in like a way that makes sense. Very
exciting announcement today.
In movie world, which I like. And then second of all, it looks like whoever was in charge of like set pieces and concept probably played the game or at least did enough research to understand what they're doing. So that's really cool. The movie looks like it has maybe more fan service than movie, and that's a slippery slope. But it's something the original games were or the original movies and some of the animated movies and stuff like that are missing, where it's like, it seems like you wanted people to watch this zombie movie, so you put the Resident Evil name in front of it, and like, this is Umbrella, and oh, Jill Valentine's are in our movie, but like everything's kind of like a side piece or a secondary thing to the actual movie that's happening. This looks like it's a fairly high quality, you know, definitely mainstream. Like, I don't think it probably has a substantial budget. It has fairly well-known actors, pretty good CGI, huge set pieces, it looks like. So, it looks faithful. So, that got my that's definitely got my expectations up a little. That being said, I think we all need to, if you like the trailer, you gotta dampen your expectations. If you didn't like the trailer, I'd like to know why. You can leave a comment, because I'm gonna post this to YouTube. But like, I actually liked that trailer quite a bit. But there is a lot. You hope they shoot bobbleheads, Dr. Lindemann. That would be hilarious. If there's just like this throwaway shot where he's like, I can't take this anymore, and he shoots in a direction and it blows up a bobblehead. That would be amazing. There is a lot happening in this movie, right? RE1 could be 1 or 2 movies easily. RE2 could be like 5 movies. So, I'm guessing it's probably not going to be the longest movie in the world, just, you know, based on the franchise itself. And these type of movies tend not to be 3-hour movies. They tend to be 90-minute movies. This is a lot to do in 90 minutes. Right, like even speedrunners would be impressed with completing RE1 and 2 in 90 minutes. So, we'll see about that. So my gut is the movie itself is probably going to feel a little rushed. But maybe the rushness of the movie will like feed into like the anxiety of it, because this is supposed to be a more horror-oriented, less action type movie. I mean, there's clearly shit ton of action in this movie. The trailer is all action, but the director's gone on record saying he wanted Resident Evil to be a horror. So check out the second trailer. We heard we were getting 1 trailer today. We ended up getting 2. So that's pretty cool. It's a full trailer too. It's 2 minutes. Check it out.
What are you doing out hitchhiking on a night like this anyway? Used to live here, you said. Racoon City. Better you than me.
Watch out!
Don't worry, she's fine. See? Told you.
Hello?
to go now.
Lock the gates.
Rip dog. True.
Claire, why are you back here?
This whole town's been poisoned. If we don't contain this, it could threaten the whole world.
Shall we go?
Come on.
What the What were Umbrella doing here?
They were experimenting on him.
This is my life's work. I'm not giving it to anybody.
Oh, Birkin.
Vickers, this is Chief Irons. Pick up your damn radio.
It's Chief Irons. The liquors look so good.
Umbrella is gonna destroy this place.
Rip Chief.
Just really want to get out of this town.
So there was actually a fair bit of new stuff in here.
What were
All
Umbrella
of the Chief
doing here?
Iron stuff was kind of
Depending on
new.
This is my life's work.
This
I'm not
part
giving
was
it to
new.
anybody. Buddy.
This makes kind of Annette look like not a scientist, which is weird. Because she was just involved as she is her husband. Chief Irons, total scumbag in the game. Looks like he's
Vickers,
normal
this is
here.
Chief Irons. Pick up your damn radio.
Actually, you know what? Let's rewind for a second. It looks like that might be Brad. So Vickers is in the helicopter. Yeah. Both parents being dickbags may be hard to sell. Making Chief Irons like a comically bad guy may be tough to put on the big screen.
Umbrella is gonna destroy this place.
So this is Wesker.
Destroy this place.
Wesker is the one giving this warning. That's Wesker. And he's like, Umbrella's gonna destroy this place. I really hope this is a throw, right? They put this in the trailer to make non-Resident Evil fans think Wesker's a good guy, and I still hope he turns at the end. Because if he does, if Wesker's just like a straight good guy and like dies in this scene or whatever, what the fuck are you doing? That's Albert fucking Wesker, alright? Also, he's not wearing sunglasses, that's a -1. He should have been wearing sunglasses during the whole time, like in the cave wearing his sunglasses. Like, can you even fucking see anything, gay? But yeah, I really hope this is a throw. Because if it's not, if Albert Wesker is a good guy, weird. I mean, you know, maybe they're doing it for a reason, but it would be a weird choice to make one of the most iconic bad guys in video game history a good boss. Like, just like the normal leader of stars.
Umbrella is gonna destroy this place.
So I hope that's a throw. Lisa looks good. Rocket launcher looks
Just really
good.
want to get out of this town.
You know, it is what it is, that guy. Where's the Chief Irons? Is there anything in there now? Oh wait, yeah, here it is.
Pick up your damn radio.
So this guy, I think this guy's Brad. And the reason is he's got a yellow vest on, it looks like. Right here. So I think this might be Brad attacking Vickers. Be interesting. Okay. So that trailer, it didn't add too much, honestly. It's probably a better trailer than the first one. Poor puppy. Check that. And I do want to talk about something. I've already seen people start complaining about this. About Leon. Let's find Leon. There we go. About Leon. People have been like, Leon's not Indian, and I don't know if this guy's in. That's just what I've heard people complaining about and stuff like that. And I couldn't disagree with that comment more. And the reason is, Leon being white at no point impacts his character. Now, there are some times where this does go horribly wrong in Hollywood when they change previously identifiable characters, race, or even sex. And that goes wrong when that race or sex is an identity of that character. But no one played Resident Evil 2 and was like, man, Leon being white is crucial to this character. Or played Resident Evil 4 and be like, man, that backstory about his, white suburban upbringing or whatever, you want to go with, like, that is what made this character. No, it's not even brought up, so I don't get those comments out of just being a little salty that they didn't find a person that looks exactly like Leon. Like, they didn't find some guy who looks exactly like this. Or this. Right? They didn't find a Ken Barbie doll. Which would have been cool to see. Like, is it cool when they get someone who looks exactly like the character we all grew up with? Yeah. The perfect example is the original Hulk movie with Eric Bana playing Bruce Banner. Eric Bana looks just like a lot of iterations of Bruce Banner. But man, that movie sucked. Maybe this guy, and I don't know who he is, I didn't IMDb him or anything like that. Maybe this guy just fucking showed up at the rehearsals or whatever and nailed it. Like, we don't know yet. Maybe this guy, like, they showed up and, like, that's motherfucking Leon Kennedy right there. We don't know that. So, like, making judgments just because this guy doesn't look like this guy is kind of insane to me. Especially, like, that's such a badass shot with Leon with the fucking rocket launcher. So good. We actually don't see any Mr. X in here, which is interesting because it is happening during RE2. This is Hunk. That's cool. Chief Irons looks pretty close to the original character. Like as close as you're ever going to get. Birkin looks amazing. So it's not like they went crazy and were like, we're going to be changed for the sake of being changed. Like Claire looks like she should. Chris looks like he should. It wasn't like... It's clearly not them just trying to go out and make a statement for the sake of making a statement, which even then is not a terrible thing, but I think it's just way more likely that this guy showed up and was the best guy that they had for Leon. Why else would you pick him? So, yeah, I just wanted to get ahead of those comments. People complaining about that already. The trailer's been out for like an hour. People already complaining about that, where it's just like, guys, you need to give this guy a break, man. He's probably awesome. And what's probably going to end up being a bad movie, like, let's all be honest, like, it's a live-action video game movie. But I gotta say, for the first two trailers, it looks like it's all fan service. It looks like the set pieces are amazing. The CGI, but it's doable. It looks like it's more horror than action, but there's still plenty of action. It just looks like a crowded movie. It really does. I'm excited to see it. It's coming out, November 24th? Doesn't say. What did it say in the other one? Can't remember. But anyways, yeah, I think it's November. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Definitely tell me what you guys think in the comments below. You can check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/JMachineEsquire. We'll be playing more Resident Evil tonight. Probably trying to complete Resident Evil 4 now, It reminds me of Carlos from RE3. Oh, he does kind of, with his hairstyle, right? It does look like Carlos. Maybe it's the great switcheroo played by Capcom. That'd be funny. But no, I do think he's been confirmed. I'm a little worried about Wesker. That's my big concern right now. Is Wesker being a good guy? And then the movie being just way too crowded, and kind of Chris looking like a little bit like a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. And some of the things he was like, Claire, stop being, stop your craziness, Claire. But like, Chris is that guy who goes in and fucking punches a boulder to death if he needs to. So I hope they don't make Chris kind of like a side character, because Chris is definitely the main character. 1-5 shows up in 7 and 8. So, and Code Veronica. So really excited. I'm not gonna. I had. Is it possible to have negative do we have any mathematicians? Dr. Learn to Math, you're a mathematician. Is it possible to have negative expectations when I heard they were coming out with this movie, I was like, this is gonna be awful. Um, Cautiously optimistic after this trailer. Looks good. Gonna have to wait till November. We'll definitely talk about it when it comes out. We'll talk about it more on stream today. It's pretty topical. Consider I didn't know this was coming out. I actually found out it was coming out last night after I streamed. So this is really exciting. It's weird that it's coming out in November and not October, right? You figured this would be an October movie, but maybe it got pushed back for reasons. Find out. But if there's anything I missed, if there's anything you guys thought was cool, if there's anything you'd like to see in the movie,